My 22 female husband, 23 male, cheated with my best friend and I'm not sure what to do. Sorry in advance for the long post, but it's a complicated story. For some background, we've been together since I was 17, 5 years, and we got married a year ago. A couple years into our relationship, he decided to take a highly demanding job. It moved him pretty far, so when we married I moved away from our city, and friends and family, to be with him. About 7 months into our marriage and living together I noticed he seemed distant, but every time I brought it up he had some excuse: work, broken car, family issues, etc. Well, he got sent away, work, and I was taking care of some bank stuff in his account because he couldn't. Saw some pending charges that seemed weird and they had a big ol of in the description. Over the next couple weeks I searched through months of bank statements and found a lot of charges. It was about $400 over the previous few months. Most were $10, $15 every now and then, but there were two $50 charges in one day. One of my best friends uses that website to make some extra money. She, being my friend for 8+ years, was more than willing to let me log into her account in order to do my research and try to find his account. And I found it, subscribed to her account. I knew it was his because the charge in our bank came the same day she got her subscription. Same amount. And a username that's eerily similar to a different anonymous online account he has. I waited a few more weeks for him to come home and I calmly, with high anxiety, confronted him. He lied 3 times and then finally logged in, only after I yelled and started to bring up my evidence, and he asked, "Well, how much do you know, sigh?" He logged in and deleted some messages before I could snatch his phone back. My mistake, I should have typed it in for him. After seeing what was left, not much, I sat there silently before telling him I can't deal with it all right now and then went back to work. When I came home we didn't talk. After long silence I grabbed 2 beers and tossed one to him. Finally he looked me in the eyes. Told him that after 2 months of living in a constant state of anger I needed one night where I could feel normal again. It's exhausting watching my life fall apart and I needed one night even if it was fake. Maybe that was selfish of me, but I can't take it back now. I've tried to bring it up to talk about it. He's dismissive. He once said, "Don't make me relive that," which started a different kind of fight. Basically we've been living like we're roommates that don't really talk. We work opposite work schedules anyway and rarely have a day off together. I took time off from my job and have been with my family out of state. I was hoping to gain some clarity with all of this. But I'm still lost. Is this forgivable? Do I try to make it work? Is my marriage dead before it's really begun? I feel like it's a risk to stay or to leave, and either way I lose. My 2 best friends, him and the girl I mentioned earlier, I can't look at the same. What do I do? Too long did not read. My husband cheated and lied about it and now wants to pretend it never happened. I don't know what to do anymore. Let me know of any questions. I'll answer to the best of my ability. Well, how much do you know? That's where I'd be done. I'm not usually in the "you always have to break up if there's infidelity" crowd. But my thoughts are usually this: did they come clean on their own? Did they put everything on the table? And what are they doing to rebuild the trust? He won't let you know more than what you already knew. He deleted messages. He never took accountability. He is doing nothing to rebuild the trust. There's no way to move forward when he just wants to sweep everything under the rug. It might have been forgivable, but you'll never know the extent of it, and he seems intent on just hiding things better. H is playing the victim card. He cheated and doesn't want to relive it. WTF. No, leave his ass. He's not sorry. He sounds narcissistic and doesn't give a fuck. He asked how much you knew. Why? Probably because he wanted to see how much he could deny. He'll do it again if you stay. So husband signed up for ops friend of account. Sent some thirsty text to said friend and nothing physical happened. This era is crazy. Please leave him. Not only did he cheat and spend your money doing so, he made your best friend unknowingly complicit in his cheating, and then when you caught him with irrefutable evidence, he refused to admit anything outside of what you already know. He's a piece of shit, you deserve way better, and I hope you drop him. Also, random recommendation, if you need to feel better, there is a song called Options by Nelcher that you can absolutely blast every time he starts to talk, because honestly, he ain't good enough to try to play you like this. And that's why you don't marry at 2021. This is not only cheating, but also very creepy on his part. Staying with him wouldn't be fair to you. Don't do this to yourself. I know it's not easy walking away. I know you feel defeated, but no, this guy clearly has problems and will not be good for anyone. So walk out proudly. 1-2 months from now you will see what right now feels like defeat is actually a victory. It's good it came out now, before kids or anything. And for the friend, I would say give it time, maybe distance yourself a bit to process what happened. When you are ready, you can decide what you'll do. I'm so sorry you had to go through this, lots of love, Purple Heart. Divorce. You're young. It will hurt, but it will become better after the hurt. If there was some kind of appreciation of the fact that he hurt you or open discussion, things could be possibly salvaged. This, however, is not the basis for a marriage. You already know what you need to do, but you don't want to rip the plaster off.